If you're shopping for a luxury plug-in hybrid SUV in 2026, two of the best options are the Lexus RX450h Plus and the Mercedes-Benz GLE 450e. Both promise a luxury, efficiency, and cutting-edge tech, but they deliver it in very different ways. So in this video, we're going to break down the performance and real-world specs, interior and technology, the design, the value and reliability, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one is right for you. So at a glance, both SUVs check the same boxes. They're both plug-in hybrids, they're both luxury mid-size SUVs, and all-wheel drive comes standard on both models, but their personalities are completely different. The Lexus is smooth, efficient, and dependable. The Mercedes, powerful, tech-heavy, and more performance-focused. This is a battle between logic but also emotion. Let's start with the numbers because they tell a very interesting story. So for the Lexus RX450h Plus, we have a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder plug-in hybrid, 304 horsepower. Torque number is not officially published, but it's tuned for efficiency, 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 6 seconds or so. You got about 40 miles of pure electric range and 83 mpge combined. Not bad at all. Now moving on to the Mercedes GLE 450e. It comes with a 2-liter turbo plus an electric motor. You have 381 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque, a lot more horsepower than the Lexus. 0 to 60 here takes about 5.8 seconds, and you have 50 miles of pure electric range, 23 miles per gallon combined in gas-only mode, 60 mpge combined. So here's the bottom line in terms of performance. The Mercedes is significantly more powerful. It also has more torque and longer EV range, and that 479 pound-feet of torque gives the GLE a much stronger, more effortless acceleration feel, especially at highway cruising speeds. But the Lexus is more focused on efficiency and smoothness, not outright power. So performance winner is going to have to be the Mercedes. If we talk about efficiency and smooth driving, the Mercedes is still very, very smooth. I love the 9-speed automatic transmission, but the Lexus is extremely smooth as well. So inside, these two take very different approaches. The Lexus RX450h Plus, if you're looking for a clean, minimalist layout with still physical knobs and buttons intact, you're gonna love the RX450. It's clean and minimalist. For the interior, high quality materials as expected from a Lexus. You have a large touchscreen and focus on ease to use is what the designers went for with the Lexus. Everything feels intentional and calming. No real learning curve. As soon as you step into the Lexus, you know exactly where everything is and how to control the functions. The Mercedes comes with this big dual screen MBUX system. You have ambient lighting absolutely everywhere. I do like how this looks at night. It's very beautiful. Voice assistant as well, as we also have that in the Lexus. It's a little bit more customizable, the interior in the Mercedes compared to the Lexus. And the interior is more flashy, I would say, futuristic and packed with a lot of features. But here's the trade-off. The Mercedes, it gives you more tech, but it also comes with more complexity. The Lexus is way simpler to use because you still have the physical knobs and buttons. It's just easier and less distracting. Now for the exterior design, the Lexus, extremely sharp lines, almost like an origami style for the exterior styling, aggressive modern look with a clear brand identity that stands out in the crowd. The Mercedes GLE, extremely planted look, looks almost like a militaristic vehicle with these proportions. It's smooth and elegant, classic luxury SUV design. It's more understated, I would say, than the Lexus. It's not as sharp, it's more bubbly in its approach. The Lexus is bold, while the Mercedes is more of a timeless design. Now moving on to the value and efficiency, let's tie those specs back to real-world value. Efficiency comparison here, as we talked about, The Lexus gets 83 mpge, Mercedes 60 mpge. So the Lexus is a little bit more efficient when it comes to miles per gallons, and this actually makes a big difference in the long run. The Lexus will cost less to run long term. The Mercedes gives you more performance with the more power, but burns more fuel when the battery is depleted. And price-wise, Mercedes typically start higher than Lexus, and that is the case here as well. While Lexus, you could say, gives you more value per dollar. When it comes to the reliability and ownership of these two, this is where Lexus dominates. Lexus industry-leading reliability reputation. Mercedes is a bit more complex with the systems and higher maintenance risks. So this is important to think about when you're deciding which one of these to go for. The Mercedes gives you more excitement, I would say, and I personally prefer to drive the Mercedes over the Lexus just because we have more power and it just feels so planted on the road. The Lexus gives you peace of mind for sure for the next decade. When it comes to the driving experience, the Lexus, smooth, quiet, and pretty predictable on the road. It definitely prioritizes comfort over performance, and the Mercedes comes in with this strong torque number, 479 pound-feet of torque, meaning effortless power from the low RPM range, more engaging to drive as well. It feels way more sporty than the Lexus. So if you're into driving characteristics and you enjoy the driving experience, the Mercedes might be the one to look at. But if you like relaxing drives, you might want to go for the Lexus. So the final verdict here, choose the Lexus if you want better fuel economy, you value reliability and low ownership cost, you prioritize comfort and simplicity, and of course, if you're a fan of this very sharp styling that we have going on for the Lexus, this is the smart long-term choice, I would say. But go for the Mercedes GLE 450 if you want more power. Obviously, you enjoy the driving experience by itself, and maybe you're a car enthusiast but you still need to have an SUV. This is a great choice. 381 horsepower. We talked about the torque numbers already. You have pretty decent EV range, 50 miles for the Mercedes, and you care about tech, luxury feel, and of course the performance. This is for sure the more emotional high-performance choice. The Lexus wins with logic, but the Mercedes wins with emotion. So they both win in different ways. So which one of these are you buying? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.